Hello Aquarius, and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for the week ahead for the sign of Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome. We have Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. So that is your first oracle message. Can apply to you this week. And we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Could be reasons to be grateful here. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Aquarius? Archangel Michael message. What does Aquarius need to hear? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. All right, Aquarius, we have number 42. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So that is your Archangel Michael message. Let's see what we have for you for your weekly tarot reading, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides, for the week ahead. Overarching energy, as we always do. What do we need to know for Aquarius? Thank you. All right, we start with a message, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands, we have Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, the Magician, we have the Ten of Swords here, and we have the Nine of Swords. So Aquarius, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a message, can be love, heartfelt emotions and feelings, certainly to do with the Page of Cups. That can be an energy, the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change. For others of you, it can also represent your heart being open. There's a sense here, Aquarius, that it feels like you're going to be answering the call this week and an opportunity truly to come into your own. You know, Spirit is telling you that you have an opportunity here to manifest what you want, but it's dependent on the choices that you're going to make this week. So it feels like it's all to play for. Now, the energy of the Page of Cups, it can be a message of love or someone speaking how they feel. Expressing love, you know, expressing what they want, depending on whether this is a new relationship or existing for some of you. But it feels here, it means that you're going to have to let go of the thing that has been holding you back. Now, Ten of Wands can be past baggage, experiences, things that we carry that, you know, can influence our present and future. So it can be, and it can keep us stuck. It can limit us, and it can also place limitations on, you know, our relationships. I'm never going to get married again. I never want children. I never want to do this. I never want to do that. You know, so we can place limitations with the Eight of Swords, but it's an opportunity to liberate the reasons why you would be stuck in that kind of energy, because this is mental energy. It's where we place our thoughts, and our thoughts can keep us stuck. And the energies with the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, Aquarius, It's about taking stock and evaluating, because there's fear of something ending, or fear of something going the same way maybe a relationship has gone before, or fear of the fear itself, fear of what if it ends, what if this happens again, what if I go through that same experience that I've gone through before. But I feel that this is someone who is different, and it feels you're being asked to answer the call. Spirit is telling you there is something really meaningful to manifest here, but it means making some important judgment call, and it's telling you to choose wisely this week, because you truly have a positive triumph. The triumph is conquering whatever you've been carrying and letting go of it, and not letting the past pain hurt. What if this happens? What if that happens again? What if I what if I have a painful ending again? I don't want to go through that again. What if, they betray me? What if they hurt me? This is the energy of the journey of the heart. But I feel that there is an energy of really taking stock and evaluating here, because there's fear of fear itself in some way here. It doesn't feel like anything is actually happening in the present. It's just fear of what you've been through in the past. And it just feels it's dominating your thoughts. We have the 8, 9, 10 of Swords, and it feels like there are steps to take to release yourself from something that has been influencing your thoughts. So you can really take stock and evaluate where you want to go in life, what's worthwhile, what you build rather than what you hold back on. So this is really when we take stock and evaluate how far we've come in existing relationships. We can take stock and evaluate what we put time and energy into, what's worthwhile in terms of, what's of value, so it certainly can be towards, you're at a life path. Do I embrace a new relationship, or do I further an existing one? Spirit is telling you that it's dependent on your judgments. You can keep yourself stuck, in your own thoughts. But there are steps that you can take this week to release from that, to forgive yourself as well. Forgive, make peace with that situation, and surrender and release from it. We can learn karmic lessons so that when we manifest something else, we don't repeat the lessons that maybe, or the mistakes, or fall into the potholes that we've fallen into before. So however that manifests for you, it just feels that sense of it's answering the call this week. There is something true, real, valuable to manifest. And it feels like, don't let the past hold you back. Spirit's kind of telling you that the fear is fear itself, because it just feels like this is somebody who means something to you. And we can be grateful for the opportunity to further a relationship, whether it's new or existing. It's a strong sense of you are the creator of your own life. You're at a crossroads now, and you choose to be the creator of your own life, or you let the past keep hold of you and you stay stuck. So it's about answering the call, is what I'm seeing for you. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Message for Aquarius. We have never regret anything that made you smile. Exactly. We learn, we grow, we evolve. Yeah. And now it's go the extra mile. It's never crowded there. It's about moving beyond limitations, not letting the past hold you back in the present. Because there's something to manifest here. But it's, like I said, it's dependent on how you're viewing something, on what you're focusing on. What do we have for our lovely Aquarians? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Let's finish off with a spirit animal oracle message. I love that. We have cat, independent of influences, which I do like. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with a crowd. Life supports you in every way. I mean, this feels like acting on your own 2 feet and not letting whatever past experience that you've been through, which has been heavy, and it has been painful and difficult. I mean, I can see that in the reading. And there's vulnerabilities involved in here, which, the fear of being vulnerable and the fear of being hurt is very real in the reading. But it's fear of fear itself, because this isn't the same person. And yet there's a sense of putting limitations on something that we don't know. We don't know where that's going to go, So I feel that this is about... And sometimes we can fear things are going to end because we place limitations on the relationship as well. So there can always be that kind of energy. I feel that you're being told to liberate yourself from what you need to liberate, and that's the triumph this week, because there is a call to action here, and it's to do with heart matters. And it certainly feels here, Aquarius, that there is something to build for the future. But it means releasing from some kind of stuck energy in the way that you're looking at things. Aquarius, interesting reading. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you next time.